Dearly beloved, do you take this Visa signature card that pays 2% cash back?
I do.
Do you want a checking account that pays 5% interest?
I do.
Live happily ever after with a Boost checking account on a Visa signature card from Dort Financial Credit Union. Boost is a simple and convenient checking account that pays 5% APY on balances up to $10,000. The Dort Financial Visa signature credit card pays 2% cash back, a match made in heaven. Dort Financial Credit Union and you, insured by NCUA.
Miss Marsha, she was an amazing advocate for me. She was always there. She always returned my phone calls back. She's phenomenal.
Calling it a day, Carrie?
Oh no, there's more.
Like what?
More reps, more steps. More this, more that. More time to breathe. More hustle, more grind.
There's more to Carrie Underwood.
And I should wrap by midnight.
Impressive.
And there's more to Body Armor Light with natural sweeteners, no sugar added, and only 20 calories.
Look, I was born here in Flint. I went to public school here, graduated from U of M Flint here. I mean, I'm a Flint kid, and my city has taken a beating, there's no doubt. But I have witnessed its transformation firsthand. It's obvious for anyone who allows themselves to see it. I feel blessed that my family and our business has been able to mirror that momentum. I'm David Gaines of Gaines Jewelry, Flint's oldest independent jewelry store, and Flint is my town.
Halo Burger is about tradition that began 97 years ago. Halo Burger has grown to become an iconic and nostalgic brand that never forgets its commitment to the community. In nearly every corner of the community, you'll find Halo Burger stepping up to make a positive impact on the communities it serves. A philosophy that's been in place since the Thomas family days, and one that makes this brand so special to so many people.
They're not just a business, they're family, and family looks out for family.
My name is Mike Rogers. I'm the owner of Commercial Graphics of Michigan Incorporated. We are a graphic design and printing company, full service print, bindery, graphic design, anything you can think of. Started Commercial Graphics in 1984. We'll be celebrating our 34th anniversary this year in April. Our mission is to provide the highest quality graphic design and printing products to our clients at a tremendous value and with impeccable service. I got into this business basically because I had to. The company I was working for closed. I was managing an implant print shop, and we had an opportunity to purchase our own retail printing company, which we did back in 1984. So out of necessity, I guess, but it's really been a dream come true for us. Print is not dead by any means. Our industry's changed dramatically during the last 10 to 15 years, going from a majority of offset work to digital work. And fortunately for commercial graphics, we kept up with the technology, and we have state-of-the-art digital printing equipment. We still have the offset, which makes for a nicely rounded shop. We have lots of options on how to print your jobs, which we always look for the best value for our customers. Oh, I'd just like to say thank you to my B&I partners. Without you guys, commercial graphics would not have experienced the growth and the success we have. We've been in B&I for over 15 years, and really, I can't thank you enough. Appreciate it very much. Well, we're physically located at 1453 Wally Strasse in Burton. It's our brand new facility. We moved here 2 years ago. You can find us on the web at www.commercialgraphicsofmi.com, and you can always find us on Facebook. I'd just like to say, give us a try, check us out. You won't be disappointed. Commercial Graphics, business printing by the printing pros.
At Big John Steak and Onion, vegetables are no more than a condiment. We don't hide a few pieces of meat below a mound of veggies. Every Big John Steak and Onion is stacked with 100% ribeye steak, seasoned to perfection, and piled into a fresh Italian sub roll. If you want a lot of fresh vegetables, grab one of our salads, though we'll be happy to put some steak on that too. Don't forget to complete your meal with our original Big John kettle chips. It all awaits you at your local Big John Steak and Onion.
We know you work overtime to make everything around you just right. So we're here to make your day-to-day life a little bit easier. We're focused on providing you with the mobile services that allow you access to your accounts wherever your life takes you. Need to deposit a check on the go? No problem. Want to use Apple Pay at the grocery store? You can do that too. We are where you are. Stop in or visit us online and learn all the ways PFCU can help you find your financial focus in 2020.
Why would you choose to go anywhere else? At Regional Medical Imaging, we are dedicated to providing the best in diagnostic imaging in a comfortable spa-like setting. Our experienced technologists and radiologists, combined with the latest technology, deliver quality care with fast results.
At Regional Medical Imaging, we understand how important quality of patient care is to your health and are committed to remaining leaders in the ever-changing world of imaging and technology.
With 10 locations and over 200 staff members to serve you. For all of your imaging needs, choose Regional Medical Imaging.
Our clients enjoy working with us because we're a family. They love being served by an organization that understands family and relationships.
Our clients enjoy working with us because I truly believe that they understand we have their best interest at heart. We want to see them succeed, and I think that it's a good partnership because of that.
We're really revolved around our faith. We're revolved around this fierce loyalty to each other, around being authentic, about having open conversations, and about just doing good and serving others. We feel like there's a greater mission and a greater calling in that, because if we're serving our clients and we're doing that well and we have their best interest in mind, that translates to then their family, and their family is going to feel that, and then they can also show that to their community.
If you have a hernia, turn to the experts at Hurley's Hernia Center of Excellence for treatment and repair. Procedures at Hurley offer faster recovery time and minimal pain. So don't delay your care. Hernia repairs are safe at Hurley.
Having grown up on the orchard my entire life, I always knew I wanted to come back into the family business. The goal was to create the best product possible, but more importantly, it was to pay respect to the tradition of our family's apple growing heritage and the profession that I've come to love. Our production team, our cider makers here, we really draw all of our inspiration from what we do here.
And it's pretty simple. Apples are grown here, they're pressed here, and they're served here.
I think that no matter how far Blake's Hard Cider goes, it's always going to be rooted in our backyard.
Since 1936, Dover has been specializing in doors for your home.
Do you do garage doors?
Dover does it. The area's largest selection to meet everybody's style and budget.
But do you do entry doors?
Absolutely. From steel, fiberglass, wood core, we have the look you'll love. Dover does it.
How about storm doors?
Of course, we have them all. Steel, aluminum, glass, and the very popular retractable screen. Dover does it.
Were you going to ask about interior doors?
Why not?
You know it. Whether it's a hanging door, bifold door, sliding door, special shapes and sizes, Dover does it. For all your door needs, installation or service, trust the experts. We've been delivering quality for over 80 years. Dover does it.
I didn't realize how limited my range of motion was, so when I raised my arm, it would go click, click, click all the way up, and now I can uniformly go up and down with no pain.
I'm fine now. I'll do everything now.
The improvements in simple things like laying down a bed and going to sleep in peace is invaluable.
Advanced physical therapy got me back into everything that I used to do faster than the doctors expect me to.
Don't let pain stop you. Advanced PT can help at 8 convenient locations.
EMS training is very affordable. For the cost of one semester at a 4-year university, you'd be able to complete both your EMT and your paramedic training. In addition, if you come to work at Mobile Medical Response as an EMT, we'll pay for your paramedic training and provide the scheduling support for you to be successful in the program. And you can do all of this without amassing a great deal of student debt. There's a bright future in EMS. Once you obtain your EMT license and go on to obtain your paramedic license, your options increase dramatically. You can become a field training officer, you can become a field supervisor, you can work in operations. There are opportunities in administration and leadership within organizations.
It's all about freshness at Halo Burger, and it's also about the beef, which is fresh, never frozen, and still made with the original recipe that made Halo Burger an iconic Flint restaurant.
One of our mottos is good food for good people. Food is fresh, it's Midwestern flair.
We've always done our best to bring in local product from local Michigan-made places.
Fresh beef, quality ingredients, familiar taste, friendly service, and a heavenly experience awaits.
I'm a recent addition to the staff here at Gaines Jewelry, but I've spent most of my life in the jewelry business here in Flint. I've sold jewelry, managed stores, and even owned my own store. And the Gaines name has always stood for integrity, expertise, selection, and value. I'm proud to be a part of the Gaines tradition because now I get to experience it all firsthand, right here in the community I love. I'm Fred Westerveld of Gaines Jewelry, Flint's oldest independent jewelry store. And Flint is my town.
At Regional Medical Imaging, we have a singular focus: patient care and imaging. Our patients are top priority. With RMI's new virtual check-in or VCI process, you can expect singular contact imaging, meaning you will only come in contact with the technologist performing your exam. At RMI, every technologist has the proper protective equipment, and we have enough supplies to offer every patient a mask. Your safety is our #1 priority. Regional Medical Imaging, our family taking care of your family.
Mothers-to-be have one important choice to make, and that's choosing Hurley Medical Center for everything from prenatal care and midwifery to that exciting delivery day. Don't delay your prenatal care. Mothers-to-be are safe at Hurley.
Mobile Medical Response is Mid and Northern Michigan's premier EMS organization. But what sets us apart? Our 25 years of experience, our state-of-the-art technology, our response-ready ambulances, or is it our people? 600 highly trained EMS professionals and support staff committed to providing the best possible experience for our patients and their loved ones.
I'm glad I was there to help your mother.
Husband,
Son,
father, daughter. I'm glad I'm here to answer your call.
Dearly beloved, do you take this Visa signature card that pays 2% cash back?
I do.
Do you want a checking account that pays 5% interest?
I do.
Live happily ever after with a Boost checking account on a Visa signature card from Dort Financial Credit Union. Boost is a simple and convenient checking account that pays 5% APY on balances up to $10,000. The Dort Financial Visa signature credit card pays 2% cash back, a match made in heaven. Dort Financial Credit Union and you, insured by NCUA.
At Advanced Physical Therapy Center, our goal is to get you back to doing the things you love.
I felt really bad pain in my back. I came to Advanced Physical Therapy Center, and after therapy, I started to feel better again so that I can tumble and do gymnastics again.
I got up one day and I couldn't hardly walk. I came in here and the guys worked with me, and they got me back on my feet.
Don't let pain or injury stop you from living your life to the fullest. The experts at Advanced Physical Therapy Center can help at 8 convenient locations.
If your grandparent needs immediate medical care, get to Hurley Medical Center. Hurley's emergency room was recently certified a bronze standard, level 3 geriatric emergency department. So don't delay your grandparents' care. Your grandma is safe at Hurley.
At Big John Steak and Onion, vegetables are no more than a condiment. We don't hide a few pieces of meat below a mound of veggies. Every Big John Steak and Onion is stacked with 100% ribeye steak, seasoned to perfection, and piled into a fresh Italian sub roll. If you want a lot of fresh vegetables, grab one of our salads, though we'll be happy to put some steak on that too. Don't forget to complete your meal with our original Big John kettle chips. It all awaits you at your local Big John Steak and Onion.
featuring Rebels FC and your Flint City Bucks. At this time, let me tonight's starting lineups. First for Rebels FC. Number 5, Ty Sergett. Number 8, Noah Reynolds. Number 10, Grant Karam. Number 11, Taiga Shayakala. Number 12, Tony Yazbek. Number 14, Brendan Wayland. Number 15, Paul Karras. Number 17, Vince Voltaggio. Number 18, Cameron Cryer. And number 19, Seth Buff. Starting in goal for the Rebels, number 1, Cameron Verona. Rebels FC is led by head coach Robert Brinkman. And now the starting lineup for your Flint City Bucks. Number 2, Elliot Bentley. Number 5, George Proctor. Number 8, Noah Jensen. Number 11, Matt Burnley. Number 12, Dylan Borchek. Number 18, Micah Sonnenberg. Number 19, Amadou Cisse. Number 20, Fernando Garcia. Number 23, Henry Sanchez. And number 26, Abdel Kuku. Starting in goal for the Bucks, number 30, Jake Nooner. The Bucks are led by head coach Andy Wagstaff. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your caps as we honor America and those defending our country with the singing of our national anthem, performed this evening by Anne-Marie Antenga of the Flint Institute of Music.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming.
And we welcome you to Atwood Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen,
first of 5 friendlies coming up here for the Bucks in the next 2.5 months, alongside the Bucks Director of Coaching, Gary Parsons. My name is Ben Olden. Gary, Bucks finished the regular season 10 wins, but ultimately come up short of the goal they wanted, which was to repeat as USL League 2 champs, but still an opportunity for some guys to continue to play and develop their games here, as we see in this first friendly here tonight against Rebels FC. They're out of Macomb County down in Rochester.
Yeah, this game is thank you for all our fans.
For 40 years, Paul led players as a coach and a mentor at Carmen and Flint Carmen Ainsworth, especially starting in the early 70s as he essentially engineered and pioneered soccer in Flint and Greater Flint. He was one of the key players, one of the real serious drivers of all soccer in all of Metro Flint, developing some of the greatest players, the greatest teams this area's ever seen, including the Big School State Championship in 1980. Paul is a member of the Michigan High School Coaches Association Hall of Fame and easily one of the most influential and greatest coaches and leaders in all of Genesee County athletic history. And if you know the athletic history of this area, that's saying an awful lot. We recently lost Paul, and as a token of respect for his enduring legacy, please join us in a moment of sincere and reverent silence for the great Paul Dresser. Thank you very much. And thank you, Paul Dresser, wherever you are.
And part of the pregame tonight was that tribute there to the late Paul Dresser, 75 years old, passed away on Wednesday after suffering a heart attack. He was the Carmen Ainsworth soccer coach. He formed the first program there back in '72, spent 35 years coaching the boys and the girls. And Gary, you've been around this sport a long time. Memories, any run-ins with Paul? What are your thoughts as we honor him here before we get the match going?
Paul was an absolute legend up here in Flint and across the state, really. I got here in 1981, and he was a coach then. I met him through the ODP program and got to know him, and just a pure gentleman. And just 100% pure soccer guy.
Well, the franchise paying their respects to Paul Dresser, and we send our condolences, sympathies, thoughts to his family and friends. And so the Bucks there in the white uniforms here tonight, those white kits, and as we were touching on, not the ultimate goal, but you look at this team and what they did. I mean, they won the last 5 in the regular season, won 6 of their last 7. I know it's not what you want, but what are your thoughts on this club here in 2021?
Well, it was a very, very strong team. We came on at the end of the season and really were going gangbusters. Unfortunately, we ran into a team that was slightly better than us on the night, which was the Des Moines Menace, and they're always a tough team, usually the winner of that division. And very even game. I give them a lot of credit for keeping us out of their goal the whole game, and then they got a cracker of their own, so they deserve the game, win the game 1-0.
All right, so the Bucks, this will be the first of 5 friendlies, as I mentioned, here at Atwood Stadium. The one here tonight, 2 in August and 2 in September. And really, Gary, as well, the last time we're going to see the core of this group together, and my first season with you and with the group, and love the players that you guys brought in. They're great players, great personalities, so kind of a swan song for these guys here tonight, one last opportunity here on the home pitch.
Yeah, these guys will be heading back to their colleges after tonight's game. Start training in about a week for the fall season. And just a great group of guys. It's really been a fun summer for me.
So, as you noted to me early on, Chef Ketty was slated to be in the starting 11, but he is on the bench. Micah Sonnenberg, product of Oakland U, is getting the start in his place. He's wearing number 18 tonight. Those that follow the Bucks and follow USL League 2, a lot of familiar names, as Gary mentioned, the college guys. Proctor's still here, Chef Ketty on the bench for now. Jensen, Fernley, Borchak, Cisse, Garcia. Jake Nooner gets the call in goal tonight, as Isaac Walker, who was so good for the Bucks, has made his way back to his routine to get ready for the fall at Western Michigan University. He was great throughout the season, a .72 goals against average. Here is Cisse with it. Love his game. Great name and a great game. He has really been productive for the Bucks. In 7 matches, 6 goals he's put in.
Yeah, he was just lightning in the second half of the season for us. They put him into that center forward role, and he just lit things up and scored goals every game.
Had a hat trick July 7th in a 5-1 win against Toledo. Elliot Bentley wearing number 2. He's on the back line along with Proctor, who I mentioned. Of course, that number 2 was wearing so well by Jake Erlinson. who you said to me, you don't recall a guy that plays his spot on the pitch getting 5.
No, that was something special. Jake did a great job defensively for us all season long, and he was absolutely dynamite on set pieces coming forward and scored, I don't know, five out of the 6, I think, and then 1 in the run of play or something like that, but it was really great stuff.
Yeah. 2 in a game at Fort Wayne, and remember talking to him after that match, and he said, I should have had 3, Benny. I should have had 3.
Yeah, I remember that night.
Right? I knew you would.
The third one was called offsides, and I don't think he was.
Yep. He said the exact same thing. So this one out of bounds, far touchline. Bucks in the white. Rebels FC. Mentioned there for Macomb County down in Rochester. Short commute up for them. Late start, an hour and 15 minutes. The delay due to the weather. Some storms roll through here about 6:30. And they have since passed through the downtown Flint area. Temp has dropped into the upper to mid 70s. Cooled off about 10 degrees ahead for Cisse. Into the box. Cisse put it across.
There it is right away.
And Fernley sliding, and he can't get it by Verona.
What a nice ball across that goal mouth by Amadou Cisse, and had Fernley coming in at the back post, and he got there, but he couldn't quite get enough on it to put it past the keeper.
Matt's been another guy. Enjoy watching him play. 5 assists on the season, leads the club in that department with a couple of goals as well. He's a former rugby player, and at times you can see it because he plays with a real edge out there. Fun guy to watch is number 11 in white. Rebels have it now on the near side. Well, Taggio couldn't handle it. Now knocked away there. Trying to play it ahead there was Sonnenberg. Back for Nooner, Shelby Township. Product of Macomb County, as is the opposition tonight, University of Michigan, where Jake plays his college soccer. Far side. Steam on that pass from Jensen. You've seen a lot of Noah Jensen. What have you seen this year out of him, Gary, in terms of his development?
Oh, I'll tell you what, second half of the season, he just lit it up as well. I don't know how many assists, but he led the team.
4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Second half of that season, he seemed to be getting 1 or 2 a game. I think we won 1 game by 3 goals, and he got all 3 assists.
Added 2 goals as well to Jensen. Standing player. He's right around the ball again. Jensen tracks it down. 3 defenders trying to beat him. Tackle made. They get the ball away from Noah Jensen. Early on, 5th minute of the match. Scoreless here at Atwood Stadium. Out wide now to Cisse. Cisse splits 2 defenders. Nice footwork there. Gave it up to Garcia now.
Post is open.
It is. They go to it, but they're going to whistle it.
They called Fernando Garcia for offsides, and I did not see how that was. I don't know if we'll have it on replay or not, but it was a delay in the flag going up as well.
There was. 3-referee crew tonight. Jared Santos is the referee. Steve Seward and Jason Cross are the assistant referees. Rebels FC, they have it. 2 teams played here last year. Gary, you would have been on the mic for that game. A 2-1 Bucks win. They got together.
Yeah, I don't remember that far back, to be honest with you. I'll take your word for the score.
That was the score, and the Rebels lost in their league quarterfinal to Metro United in a 3-3 match. They lost on penalty kicks. First opportunity for them to try to put one towards Nooner, and Jake slides out to make the play. Nooner only played in 4 games coming in. Mentioned Isaac Walker. He toted the mail on the goal. 12 matches, 8 goals against, 30 saves, and over 1,000 minutes played from Walker in the Bucks goal this season. Robert Brinkman, the head coach of the Rebels outfit. Of course, Andy Wagstaff in his first season as the head coach of the Bucks, 10-4-2. It's 5 straight regular season wins. And I know I'm going to touch a nerve when I bring this up, but just 2 points back of Kalamazoo. That was a gut-wrenching defeat for this club, losing 1-0 in the 89th minute.
We didn't lose that game.
In your mind, you didn't lose it?
No, we did not lose that game because there were 2 yellow cards issued to a player from Kalamazoo in about the 55th minute.
Okay.
And the referees wouldn't acknowledge the fact that they had given a second yellow card. Everybody in the stadium knew it, and they were broadcasting it. And they got to play with 11 guys the rest of the game, and they should have been playing with 10, so that is a sore spot.
Yeah, I know it is. The good news is they're out. They've been defeated. Des
Well,
Moines,
I don't know.
Des Moines took them out.
Yeah, I don't wish them ill will in the
I get
playoffs,
that.
but we needed to restart that game in the 55th minute, 11 via 10, and the league ruled that we couldn't, and they acknowledged the fact that it was a mistake. So that was a hard one to swallow.
Yep, no doubt. Bucks finished in the division 2 points back, had the most goals, 35. The fewest allowed at 10, the best plus-minus at plus 25. They led the division, but finished 2 back at 29 points with a 9-3-2 mark in the Great Lakes division. Now here's a chance right in, and coming out to make the stop is Verona.
2 stops he made on that, and he's back in. It's
Bucks on it
third
again. He
third
makes a
one.
third. Garcia with a left, and it goes out of bounds.
Nice goalkeeping there, and Dylan Borchek was in. He just pushed that ball a little bit too far out in front of him and gave the goalkeeper a chance to come out and break that up, and he did a really nice job of it.
Big fan of Borchek's game as well. Tied for second with 3 different players with 4 assists for number 12. Oakland U product. Handful on the Bucks roster, and there's a couple sprinkled on this Rebels FC roster as well. Only 1 player that is not from the state of Michigan. That's the keeper, Cameron Verona.
Yeah, these guys are out of the Michigan Premier Soccer League, and that is the local Michigan league with teams from the area, and the recruiting is done out of the area. So this is the state league.
Yep. Knocked high into the air there by Cuckoo. Bucks will play it back here for the keeper, Jake Nooner. Sends it back on the far side of the pitch. Played ahead there by Elliot Bentley.
Oh, nice move by Sanchez.
Well done by Sanchez. Good ball played ahead, trying to get in there behind. And unable to get that, track it down were the Bucks.
Good job by the defender of just riding Fernando Garcia off that ball.
9 matches for Garcia, a goal and an assist for the UNC Greensboro product. Out near midfield now. Bucks have carried it so far into the 11th minute. Here's a chance now. Right in. Borchek comes in with the right and scores. Dylan Borchek gives the Bucks a 1-0 lead as they draw first blood. And how about the Selly, Gary?
Yeah, that was a bad turnover in the back half of the field there, and Dylan Borchek went out in alone. He did a really nice, composed job of finishing that. Side-footed it into the corner, beat the goalkeeper. We have it here where player just makes a bad back pass. Well, makes a back pass that's tough to handle, and then another one, and then it's turned over. And then just slots that ball in the corner. Goalkeeper had no chance. So bad mistake by Rebels FC on that one, and it cost them dearly.
11th minute, the goal for Dylan Borchek. And a 1-0 lead for the Bucks here.
You know, turnovers are part of the game, but you really have to try and really not, maybe you can't eliminate them, but you got to really reduce them in the back half of the field. You got to play a little bit safer. And that time there was 2 or 3 times there where they were playing balls, short balls under pressure that are going to get pinched, and it did.
Borchek there to capitalize and put it by the keeper, Cameron Verona.
And that doesn't bode well for the Rebels because the Bucks have been controlling the tempo so far. And now that they're sitting on a goal lead, it'll be easier for them.
Yep.
And the Rebels are going to have to come out sooner or later out of a defensive shell and start opening up, and that'll even be tougher for them.
Well, that has been that pressure and the tempo the Bucks have played at. It's been a staple. In the half dozen matches you and I've worked, I mean, there hasn't been a game where they haven't had the pressure on. And taking it to him here. Cisse, but he was offsides with a touch.
That time you could see it. The other interesting thing with the Bucks tonight is they're playing a little different system, where they're playing with 3 in the back, 4 across midfield, and 3 across the top. And then normally they're used to playing with 4 in the back, 4-2-3-1, and now it's pretty much a 3-4-3.
Jake Erlinson, mentioned Jake earlier.
Another dangerous ball.
I love watching him play, Gary. I mean, he just gets after it.
Yeah, he really does work hard.
He does.
Puts the other team under a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Proctor got back there and kept it out of harm's way. Now George will knock it down with a left. Ahead for Jensen. Rebels have it. Down below us, Grant Karam played it ahead.
But I think that's the kind of play that the Rebels need more of, where they're playing the ball into the forwards' feet and playing off of that, versus trying to knock the ball around the back with the Bucks pressurizing them. Because the Bucks know that, they got the more talented team tonight, and so they're going to go high pressure. There's no question about it. So you got to eliminate that pressure as much as you can.
Dort Financial Credit Union opens doors, helping you build your future and meet your financial goals by providing quality financial services. Dort Financial now serving the entire state of Michigan. Let's see what the Rebels do here. Just one opportunity for them thus far, and gonna get a whistle here as Proctor there. A little bit too much from George there, and the foul call.
This one will almost be 30 yards. Let's see whether he chooses to try and drive this thing or chip it over the back line. And with this kind of a run on, I'm thinking he's going to clip it.
Taiga
Shiakawa from the ball
is over it with the right.
He shoots.
He
bangs
does.
A nice one.
Oh.
I think Nooner had it all the way. If it was on goal, it was a little bit high. But I was surprised he didn't take much of a run-up onto that and just hit a pretty good ball. If that had been in the corner, it had been in a little lower, it might have been trouble.
Shiakawa, the Oakland University product from Novi, Michigan. 1-0 Flint City, the 11th minute. Dylan Borchek took advantage of a turnover, mishandled ball by the Rebels. And that's what we've got to this point now into the 16th minute here of the match. Sanchez ran out of real estate. Sonnenberg on the near touchline. Looking for Cisse. Cisse trying to get in behind the defenders. But they do a pretty good job to seal him off there.
It's a nice play by the Rebels to get out of that pressure. And just, he did save it.
He did. Voltaggio played it ahead, and that is Shiakawa. Had that kick just a moment ago.
Shiakawa is from Oakland University, and
He is.
And I did not know that. Is
Yeah.
he? What year is he there? Does it say?
I don't have that. I just know he's from Oakland U, and he's from Novi.
Because he must be a younger player who maybe didn't get in very much in the spring season unless he's going there this fall. But I'll have to look for that come in a month. Here we go.
Borchek played it ahead. Back outside the box now. Cisse in the vicinity, but Verona saw that one all the way and came out and played it.
I think we got to start thinking about dribbling to shoot around the 18 versus, serving balls in the box. If you got 2-on-2 in there, let's just beat a guy and take a shot.
Yeah. Garcia pressuring the ball. It's going to stay here with Rebels FC. Proctor cleans up there as Shayakawa once again around the ball. Number 11 for the Rebels. Fernley. Ahead for the goal scorer, Borchek.
Yeah, he's got to get turned in there when he gets in those pockets. If he doesn't have a man on his back, got to get turned with the ball right there. There it is.
Yep, beautiful. Right on cue, Gary. Great ball played ahead into the box. Getting through there, and...
Oh, and it's off the crossbar.
It is. Unable to finish that in tight with a box, and it was Sanchez in there looking to make it 2-0. Fernley's on it. Had it taken away, though. Out wide now, the Rebels have it. Send it across the pitch. Well played there by Sonnenberg. Lefty boot ahead. They're looking for that young man that had that kick a couple of moments ago. Taiga Shayakawa, number 11. His counterpart, number 11 for the Bucks, Matt Fernley. Far side. Left it. Cisse. Cross, beautiful play. Garcia knocked it down. Easy tap in for Fernando Garcia on an excellent setup by Cisse, and it's 2-0 Bucks.
Yeah, really nice ball in, and Fernando did a really nice job of getting himself off the back shoulder of the center back. The center back stepped up thinking he had him offsides, but the guy on the far side kept him onsides.
That goal was scored in the 20th minute.
One more look at it there, and calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, he did a nice job of just settling that ball down and tucking it away. And a little bit of a blown offside trap there by the Rebels, where the left center back was stepping up and the right center back wasn't. And therefore he stayed on sides and was in alone.
So Borchek in the 11th minute, Garcia here in the 20th. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Bucks.
Yeah, if you want to play the counterattack game, it's not a good idea to get behind by 2 goals in the first 20 minutes, because now you're going to have to change your tactics on how you play. A little bit of a nutmeg.
Nutmeg indeed, yeah.
But
well
he gave
done.
The ball away.
Yep, Jensen, that is. Can the Rebels get to this one? Going to be a tough one. And they keep it alive. Well played over there by Voltaggio to keep it alive down below us. Kick coming here for the Rebels. What do you think they'll opt to do here, Gary?
No, looking like an in swinger going in. Whether they clip it into the near post or put it over the top of the defense at the far post, not sure. Got 2 or 3 guys loaded up on the far side now. One guy looking to dive in near, probably.
Voltaggio.
Oh, he just says the heck with
the
any
field
of
goal's
that.
good.
I'm just going to whack that ball. It had plenty of pace on it, but it was just a little bit high.
Slightly.
By about 20 feet.
Bucks get it back. They've got it.
Genesee and Shiawassee counties. Visit UnitedWayGenesee.org to donate or to find local volunteer opportunities.
Jensen takes a look now, plays it ahead for Borchak. Borchak there was looking to play that ball ahead for Sonnenberg. Quick restart, pressure on it. Jensen going to keep it alive. A couple of Oakland U guys there going head to head.
Yeah, nice job by Jensen to pull that out of trouble because he was in tight spaces.
Shiakawa's been pretty active.
Sanchez down that left flank.
He gets in. Sanchez into the box. Puts on the brakes. 4 defenders and the shot. And Fernley just missed.
Yeah, he might have just clipped the outside of that post. I'm not sure, but it was wide. Another good opportunity by the Bucks. This thing could get ugly here. They let one more in before halftime, and then they're going to have to really open up in the second half. And I'm not sure that's a good idea as well.
Yeah. Love the mentality of this Flint City team. Aggressive, get after you, up tempo. And fun to watch this season. And here tonight so far, 23 minutes into the match and a 2-0 lead.
Well, last fall when the season was wiped out in the summertime, the Bucks had to rely on some older players that was, you know, the best days were behind them, and that was a pretty close game.
Yeah,
2-1. Now they still got their guys that are, you know, they're fit and they're top college guys. So it's like the top college guys playing against the bench guys in college right now.
Right. Cisse. Nice little flick there, trying to play it there for.
And a counter coming now.
Sonnenberg. Borchak back into the middle, lays it. Sonnenberg stopped it for Cisse. Great assist from him on the second goal by Fernando Garcia. Karras kept it away from Fernley. 15 for the Rebels. Now back to the keeper, Verona. Lefty boot from Karam. It'll go right to Nooner. He'll calmly play it. To midfield, Fernley. Now Proctor.
Right there, that's the ball you got to get turned with in midfield. You got to look over your shoulder. If you can get turned, then you can deliver a ball in behind or into feet to the forwards. But if you don't get yourself half turned and ready to turn with the ball, then your only option is to lay it back and you just keep, you know, it's possession, but it's not really getting you much. You get turned in that midfield, you can do a lot of things with the ball.
Pressure here from the Bucks. Tight quarters. What are they going to do? Flipped it through right to Cuckoo. Now to Cisse. Cisse ahead for Fernando Garcia. Gets a step. Garcia. Corner of the box. Takes a look. Now to Cuckoo. Thought about it with a right. Gets in tighter. Out the challenge. Put it in front. And the Rebels, for the meantime, get it out of the box. And they release the pressure there.
Nice slotted ball to Sanchez.
It's a little bit of room. Outside the box, Cuckoo now.
And he had that one over.
Yeah, he had his pocket pick there. And it's back out to midfield now.
And a lot of good passes around the 18, but at the end of the day, somebody's got to take it upon themselves to just take a dribble, beat somebody, and shoot.
Yeah. Touched on that earlier here. If all else fails, shoot it, right?
Well, and I tell you what, in this game, I don't know about those guys, but if it was me out there, I'd be greedy as can be. I'd be wanting
You'd
to do
never
that.
pass,
Yeah,
right?
I'd be wanting to do that all the time at the top of the 18.
Just let her rip. Golf, grip it and rip it.
And again, it's possession that ends up in a turnover.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be my notes for halftime for the coach. Hey, tell those guys to get greedy down there and let's get some shots off here.
Yep.
Another through ball.
Beautiful. Well done. Oh, nice tackle made there to deny the opportunity for the Bucks. Is that Jensen?
Really nice slide tackle there.
Yep. Bucks are there. They have it. Elliott Bentley. Yet another Oakland University product.
Yeah, Elliott actually was a Bucks product as well in that 2019 season. That through ball.
Cisse gets in.
There it is.
Scores. 3-0. Amadou Cisse had the assist on the last goal, and he gets his own here for the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm not sure the goalkeeper should have come out for that one. He had the defender there, and he came out but didn't get there, and Amadou was able to slot it past him. Get a look at it here. Nice through ball, but the defender coming over. Yeah, it's a bad mistake by the goalkeeper there. If you're going to come out like that, you got to get the ball. And he had the defender covering. It would have been one-on-one with the defender. So there it is, 3-0, and we're in the 29th minute here.
Yep. Bunch of subs coming in for Robert Brinkman and his club from Rochester, the Rebels.
Yeah, I'm going to have to throw some rocks down at Mr. Wagstaff as well, because he needs to get his bench going and get those guys in there. We'll take a look at some guys we haven't seen.
Right. And
he must have heard me. He's getting up there. Yeah,
like, has he got an earpiece in or what?
He's starting to talk to the guys now.
It's like, all right, boys, get ready.
Either that or he's just telling them a joke or two. That's an offside.
Yep. Garcia. Come the Rebels now. All Bucks, 3-0. 11th, 20th, and 28th minute. Borchek, Garcia, and Cisse, the goal scorers, in that order.
Now, we should mention in this game, because it is an exhibition, that players are allowed to go in and come back out again.
Yeah.
Or to go out and come back in again as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing holding the coaches back from using all the players.
Right.
And moving it around.
Just
see, there's another opportunity for Dylan Borchek to get turned with the ball.
Just 5 bodies on each bench for these two clubs. Now Fernley into the box. 1v1. Put it across. Right on the turf. Fernley sent that one.
And you know, that getting turned with the ball so that you can face the goal that you're attacking, that's not just a basic thing. I was in England with my Oakland University team, and Roy Hodgson, who was the coach of Blackburn at the time, also coached the, I believe, the Swiss national team.
All right.
Or not Swiss, but anyway, Roy did a clinic for us, a session for us, I should say, and he said that's what he emphasized with Blackburn all the time. So at every level, it's really important, every opportunity to get turned with the ball.
Yep. Rebels with possession. They, on cue, turn it over. Fernley tried to go to Cuckoo there, but Rebels come away with it. Karam played it back. Western Michigan Bronco is Karam. 50-50 ball. Cryer couldn't keep possession. To the midfield line. Turned over. Cisse, though, exploded off his foot and allowed Karam to send it out of bounds. Matt Fernley. Back into the middle for Jensen. Jensen plays it up the left side. Sanchez turns on the Jets into the box. Here comes Sanchez. Can he keep it alive? He tried.
Oh, and he got that one to Fernando, but he just couldn't get over the ball, and he headed it over the top.
It's been a few weeks since I've seen Sanchez. Forgot how fast he is.
Yeah, he is quick.
He can
no
move.
Question about it, and he's got really nice feet.
Yeah.
Good quick skills. Really close, tight touches.
Goal kick here from Verona. Voracek in there, pressuring the ball. Cisse right in the alley there to intercept that, take it away. Proctor to Fernley.
A nice turn with that one.
Yeah.
A nice through ball, but good job of breaking it up by the defense. But that's what you need to do. Get yourself turned and slot that ball in the gaps.
You know, I asked you, just thinking of Proctor there, I asked you about Jensen, his development. A guy like George Proctor, I mean, he's just a rock back there, but what do you see through the soccer mind and the soccer eyes with this young man?
Yeah, just the total player. Very, very mature, knows the game well, directs his teammates as well as plays well himself. I mean, he's the classic captain that you want. And he just wants to win badly as well.
Yeah. Yet to see a corner in this match. We won't see one here.
He gave a little rub to the head of number 16. Is it 16? I can't see now, but guy says, well, I can give some, number 25 rather. I can give some of that back.
That's Mohamed Miri, UAD product.
Funny. Two can play that game.
You're right.
And now we are getting some action on the
in the bullpen
on the Bucks bench here.
Yeah,
looks like we're going to get all three of them in.
Wholesale change is coming. It'll be a line change. You're going to see Dom Gasso, Owen Turner, and our buddy Ayuk Tombe for the first time.
Dom Gasso will be an interesting one to watch out here because he's on the Bucks Academy team.
Grand Blanc High School, right?
Yeah. So he's not. It'd be a good one to see how he can do in this environment. Young kid.
Also going to see number 6, the counterpart of Gasso, come in, Jacob Saliger for Rebels FC. 36th minute of the match, 3-0 Flint City. Garcia wants it off the right foot. Stops on a dime. Fernley back to Fernando. Fernley. Cuckoo doubled. Gets it back there calmly to Sonnenberg.
Yeah, you needed to get that ball switched out the other side, and they finally do.
Mm-hmm. Voracek now with it on his right foot.
Just pulling it back when you should be attacking with it. Look to play and break that line with a pass. There it is.
Cisse headed away there by Grant Karam.
Yeah, didn't quite get that one in behind, but that's what they need to be doing. It's a pretty flat line, so, put it over the top of them or through them, and then hope you can get on the end of it before the goalkeeper comes out and gets it. And as long as you play them in at an angle, you can do that.
Voracek gets a little bit of separation here.
Yeah, and, in fairness to Dylan, he's playing a little bit of a different role tonight where he's in the middle of midfield.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of used to having one player on his back. and knowing where he is. But when you're in that middle, you got players all around you, so you got to keep looking around and turning that head. Like right there, Noah Jensen, he's really special at it.
He is so good with it. Sanchez now. Edge of the box. Couple of fakes. Goes back to Borchek.
Yeah, and again, Henry, I'd like to see him before you draw help over. Just get the ball down and take that guy on. Get past him, get a corner out of it, get a shot out of it, get fouled in the box. But you hold it out there on the wing and you get the cover, then all you can do is possess more.
Out wide with it now with the Bucks. Cuckoo. Fortunate to get that one back. Didn't have much steam on that touch there. Garcia. Wide side of the pitch now. It's Cuckoo. Touches on. Gets it back. Gives it back. Fernley.
Oh, good quick shot. I like that.
Second chance for Fernley in the match, Gary.
And really a nice save by the goalkeeper that time. That's what we're talking about around the 18. Just get a step on a guy and shoot.
Yep. So we're going to get those subs I mentioned a couple of moments ago. Owen Turner, number 3, has checked in. Gasso's coming in. And Ayuk's going to come in. Garcia's coming out.
So my guess is that they're going to stick Fernley up at the point and put Ayuk on the flank.
Tambe trots out, number 21, the U of M Flint product. Of course, Bucks fans and those around the USL League 2 know him all too well. Game winner on a penalty goal. Penalty kick in 2019 in the national championship here, and on August 3rd of 19, recovering and back now, Gary, from a ruptured Achilles. It's a great comeback story, is Ayuk Tambe.
Yeah, for sure, and he's really, oh, there's a good shot.
Oh, what a blast by Fernley.
Hit that first time and ripped it past the goalkeeper. I think that surprised everybody, that quick shot. And that's a play that they run, where they slot the ball back and just hit it first time, and that was a beauty.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is one of their set plays here where they just drop a drop pass in here on the floor. Fernley runs onto it and cracks it.
Oh, beautiful. Stepped into 3 so far tonight, and that one finds the back of the goal to make it 4-0 Bucks. Now into the 41st minute.
And we were talking about Ayuk Tambe's injury, and he's actually come back off of that. It's only been about 7 or 8 months, which is really, really fast.
Yeah.
For an Achilles tear.
Yep. A fine, fine young man is Tambe. I'll always remember when I came to the first event with you guys back in the spring and the Meet the Team event. Hadn't met him, didn't know who he was. He came up, he goes, if you need any help, I'm your guy, let me know. Couldn't have been nicer. Happy for him, he's back out there and playing, wearing 21 in white. Jake Nooner. All Bucks, 4-0 here. 41 minutes and counting expired here in the first half. Now a chance. Sanchez again with those wheels.
Another good slide tackle to save that from being a shot. Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to be a long night for the Rebels. And, you know, I was trying to get them on the exhibition schedule coming up in another month or so. When we're going to have a bit of a different team and it's probably not quite as strong.
Right.
And they weren't able to they were unable to get that date. And then when this one came up, because we got eliminated in the playoffs, they were all over it. And maybe it's a little too soon.
Yep.
Although I believe their team is made up of mainly college guys as well.
It is.
What he was telling me. So
it is.
A lot of those guys wouldn't be available in a month or so.
Yep, it's all college guys. As I mentioned earlier, the only one not from the state of Michigan is the keeper, Verona, who's from Locust Grove, Georgia.
Must be his girlfriend's from Michigan.
Something. Gotta be. See what the Rebels can do here in the couple of minutes of the first half. It's been dominated by the young men in the white jerseys, the white kits, the Bucks, 4-0. Got around Borchek there. Dylan, a little body on him. Now Sanchez going to take off with it.
Goes that pace.
Yep, he can motor. Sanchez out wide. Got some room with it. Tombe's over there with him. Back for Jensen. Goes wide with it. Borchek gets it back. Turner now. Fernley out to Cisse. Cisse with an assist on the second goal and then scored the third. Here's one played ahead nicely, but they're going to call that offside on Borchek.
If I'm the Bucks right now and I'm Amadou Cisse, I'm not coming back into the back line of three unless I have to. Because you want to stay up there and keep the pressure on.
Yeah.
And really hasn't been difficult to handle defensively what the Rebels have been throwing at them. Although I will say that it looks like the Rebels have already changed their system and they're playing with the wide guys high now. So they got three across the top, so maybe you're going to drop back into a four-back.
Here's Tombe now. Ayuk Tombe. Jensen gave it up. Fernley put his hands right on his head saying, no, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, a little bit too much one touch in there. That's finally going to not connect.
And that's going to do it for the half. All Bucks. Dylan Borchek in the 11th minute, Garcia in the 20th, Cisse in the 28th, and Fernley on a beautiful set piece in the 40th. Good guys all over him here tonight, Gary.
Yeah, that's the ball's going in the back of the net for the Bucks, and just wait to see what the Rebels come up with in the second half, and I'm afraid the only thing they're going to be able to come up with is to try and play with a little bit more numbers forward, which is probably not a great formula either because they're going to get more put on them. So they're in a tough spot, no doubt about it.
All right, so we've reached the halftime break, and we're going to talk as we have all season with Andy Wagstaff. We're going to do it towards the end of the half, though, I believe is the plan to make his schedule work. And before we head to break, I'll let you know from Elite Athletes to Weekend Warriors, Advanced PT are experts in getting you back to doing what you love. Don't risk your quality of life. Choose Advanced Physical Therapy Center, official partner of the Flint City Bucks. And for over 36 years, Ortho Michigan has been Michigan's premier orthopedic group using advanced cutting-edge technology to deliver superior care to their patients. Ortho Michigan is the official orthopedic provider of the Flint City Bucks. And Snyder Financial focuses on servicing the needs of your family, your business, and our community. Snyder Financial can help you plan for all of life's stages, including the opportunities and challenges that life presents. We'll step aside. Halftime is upon us. 4-0 Bucks. They're all over the Rebels FC outfit out of Macomb County down in Rochester. More to come here from Atwood Stadium after this.
Do you take this Visa signature card that pays 2% cash back?
I do.
Do you want a checking account that pays 5% interest?
I do.
Live happily ever after with a Boost checking account on a Visa signature card from Dort Financial Credit Union, insured by NCUA.
Having grown up on the orchard my entire life, I always knew I wanted to come back into the family business. The goal was to create the best product possible, but more importantly, it was to pay respect to the tradition of our family's apple growing heritage and the profession that I've come to love. Our production team, our cider makers here, we really draw all of our inspiration from what we do here.
And it's pretty simple. Apples are grown here, they're pressed here, and they're served here. I think that no matter how far Blake's Hard Cider goes, it's always going to be rooted in our backyard.
Growing up, watching my grandfather work on watches and my dad sorting diamonds, I didn't really expect to be working in the family jewelry store. I went to the Chicago area for college and graduated there, and that was a really special time in my life. But I witnessed Flint's recovery taking place before my eyes, and I decided that I wanted to be a part of it. What better way to make a living than helping customers find something that they can treasure for a lifetime? I'm Selena Gaines at Gaines Jewelry, Flint's oldest independent jewelry store, and Flint is my town.
Since 2016, Halo Burger has donated more than $125,000 to the community among various charities.
My vision with the Halo Family Fund was just being able to help people when they needed it. You know, we've done so much to give back to the community, and I wanted to find a way to make our people feel like they're our community as well.
They care about us before the business, and that really speaks for itself.
We're a family company who takes care of our employees and our community.
At Regional Medical Imaging, we have a singular focus: patient care and imaging. Our patients are top priority. With RMI's new virtual check-in or VCI process, you can expect singular contact imaging, meaning you will only come in contact with the technologist performing your exam. At RMI, every technologist has the proper protective equipment, and we have enough supplies to offer every patient a mask. Your safety is our #1 priority. Regional Medical Imaging, our family taking care of your family.
Most favorite moments or memories as a coach in my career. I was very blessed to have an incredible bunch of players. I think Gary Parsons has done an amazing job, and he does it every year. He's been doing it for over 20 years. Just brings in great talent. So as coaches, we were blessed with a lot of really good footballers, and you know, we were given the opportunity to get them ready for a run. We managed to get it going. We ran into a bit of a buzzsaw in Des Moines. They're a strong team, but I felt like the game, could have gone either way at the end of the day. I think a draw might have been a fair result, maybe penalties, but it wasn't to be. But I've just loved the season from a standpoint of just getting to know these young men, and I think Gary and Costa and Dan will say that this group's one of the most together groups that we've had. So that's why it's disappointing that it ended, because they just love being together. So it's been a pleasure.
The little bit I've been around when I'm doing matches and coming to training, I mean, just a great group of young guys. What have you learned about yourself as a coach with these guys this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's enjoyable because you come out of your comfort zone as a coach. I don't think I've had the ability to coach players of quite this caliber because a lot of these lads will go on and play professionally. So you learn a lot about yourself as a coach, and I think the biggest thing is building a culture and togetherness, being able to manage the players. I came in thinking it was all about the X's and O's, and that's obviously very important.
Sure.
But I'm coming away believing that it's more about man management and culture.
That's great. Really the last time you're going to have them together here tonight. So you get a little choked up or not?
Yeah, and you know what? I'll stay in touch with these guys for the rest of my life. So they've got a special place in my heart. So it's been a great season.
One last thing as far as this one. I mean, the coach couldn't be happier, right? I mean,
right,
you're 4-0, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I just talked to the coach of the other team, the Rebels, and you know, it's obviously our lads that can move the ball pretty quickly, and it's our first game without really any pressure. So yeah, we'll just keep going and get some lads some minutes, and it's good to see Ayuk Tambi back out there on the field, and you know, that's enjoyable to see him get back after a long time with an Achilles injury, and yeah, just good to be with the lads one more night, you know.
I don't think you could keep him off the field, can you?
No, trust me, we're trying to jump into training every week, every day. So no, he's a character, and he's got a special place in everyone's hearts here in Flint for scoring that goal a couple of years ago, and everything else that he's done for this community. So really good for him to get out there tonight.
Andy, always appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Thanks.
Andy Wagstaff, head coach of the Bucks, 4-0. They lead it. We'll come back and get the second half underway right after this.
You work overtime to build the life you want. With PFCU Mobile Services, we are where you are, making banking easier and access to loans that will help you reach your financial goals. Stop by or visit us online today.
Since 1936, Dover has been specializing in doors for your home.
Do you do garage doors?
Dover does it. The area's largest selection to meet everybody's style and budget.
But do you do entry doors?
Absolutely. From steel, fiberglass, wood core, we have the look you'll love. Dover does it.
How about storm doors?
Of course, we have them all. Steel, aluminum, glass, and the very popular retractable screen. Dover does it.
Were you going to ask about interior doors?
Why not?
You know it. Whether it's a hanging door, bifold door, sliding door, special shapes and sizes, Dover does it. For all your door needs, installation or service, trust the experts. We've been delivering quality for over 80 years. Dover does it.
I didn't realize how limited my range of motion was. So when I raised my arm, it would go click, click, click all the way up, and now I can uniformly go up and down with no pain.
I'm fine now. I'll do everything now.
The improvements in simple things like laying down a bed and going to sleep in peace is invaluable.
Advanced physical therapy got me back into everything that I used to do faster than the doctors expect me to.
Don't let pain stop you. Advanced PT can help at 8 convenient locations.
Calling it a day, Carrie?
Oh no, there's more.
Like what?
More reps, more steps. More this, more that. More time to breathe. More hustle, more grind.
There's more to Carrie Underwood.
And I should wrap by midnight.
Impressive.
And there's more to Body Armor Light with natural sweeteners, no sugar added, and only 20 calories.
Is Mid and Northern Michigan's premier EMS organization. But what sets us apart? Our 25 years of experience, our state-of-the-art technology, our response-ready ambulances, or is it our people? 600 highly trained EMS professionals and support staff committed to providing the best possible experience for our patients and their loved ones.
I'm glad I was there to help your mother.
Husband,
son,
father, daughter. I'm glad I'm here to answer your call.
If you have a hernia, turn to the experts at Hurley's Hernia Center of Excellence for treatment and repair. Procedures at Hurley offer faster recovery time and minimal pain. So don't delay your care. Hernia repairs are safe at Hurley.
4-0 lead for the Bucks, set to begin the second half. How was the, I'm sure it was a rather enjoyable halftime for you, Gary. No, nothing out of the ordinary, right?
No, I didn't talk any strategy with the bench. I just went down and grabbed myself a slice of pizza.
Well done.
I'm still working on it.
That is Gary Parsons. My name is Ben Holden. Good to have you with us here on the Bucks YouTube channel. Second half.
Right away, right in front of the goal. Ayub Tambe just over the top.
Sniffing around, wants a goal in his first match this season, coming back from that ruptured Achilles. Talked to Andy about that at halftime, and big smile on his face, and great to see him come back. Just a
really nice ball by Dylan Borchik out to that flank, and Ayuk Tambe Amadou Cisse crossing that ball into Ayuk in the middle, and Ayuk almost putting it away. Probably it was going to be less than 30 seconds into the second half.
Mm-hmm. Bucks getting all four in the first half. They started early, 11th minute, Dylan Borchak, 20th minute, Fernando Garcia, 28th minute, Amadou Cisse, and in the 40th, Matt Fernley. A well-executed set piece they ran, and Fernley bombed one in from distance. First of 5 friendlies here at Atwood Stadium. The next one will take place on Saturday, August the 14th against Intercity Detroit FC. 7:30 start time. We hope.
That's my favorite team for the Bucks to play in the
Really?
exhibition season.
Why is that?
Because they got a player there that's was a neighbor of ours, and he was one of my son's best friends in high school.
Okay.
So looking forward to seeing him.
Excellent. These two teams met last season when the Bucks, was it 7 matches you guys played, right? 7 friendlies you guys had because of COVID, and it was a 2-1 win on that night for the Bucks. Good hustle to keep that alive by Bentley.
Oh, he kept him in bounds.
Sanchez now. Glad he's on this side. We can watch him, see him a little bit better right down below us with all that speed. Can't get through 2 defenders. No call, we play on. Borchak, like he was grabbed, he was, and the whistle comes, and Mohamed Miri called there. And we're going to get a yellow here.
Well, the referee just wants to make sure those cards still work tonight. He just want to make sure he had them in his pocket. So we're going to give one out here and move on.
You know those referees, right? Proctor played it across. Owen Turner, Northwood University product up there in the Midland area. Chef Kenny on the bench. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to go tonight. Garcia down there as well, and Micah Sonnenberg, number 18, who started in place of Chef Kenny here tonight.
Yeah, ED was nursing an injury going into the Des Moines. Actually didn't play in the game against Chicago on the Friday night, and then came in and played on Sunday and did a great job for us, but he was not 100% then, so I'm sure he's aggravated that injury, and he needs to get it rested up for the college practices coming up.
Attends Fairleigh Dickinson, out in Jersey, product of Italy. 38th minute, 48th minute, I beg your pardon. A yellow there on Mohamed Miri. Tambe.
Broken up nicely.
Yep.
See what they can do coming out here down this right side.
Didn't get anything going on, but
that's a foul. But just, to me, just let it go.
It was Bentley.
Yeah, if the Rebels were on the attack there, and now you bring it back, and now the Bucks have a chance to stack their defense and get ready. They were down that right flank.
Jared Santos.
Opportunity there to have a play on.
Yep, Jared Santos, our referee tonight.
And by the way, he's doing a very good job, I think.
Yeah.
Nothing to complain about at all from anybody, really.
Yep. Borchak wanted that ball, didn't get it.
Well, that's a ball in.
Beautiful
scores.
ball and a great
Nice
finish.
goal.
Beautiful finish in tight from the Rebels, and they're on the board. It's a 4-1 count here, Gary.
Yeah, and that ball was a great ball to the back post. And it got over the top of the Bucks defense. You're going to see it here. Nice turn there and good service. And yeah, he had the whole defense. It looks like the center back was, I don't think it was the center back, it was actually the right back that was caught ball watching a little bit there. I couldn't see who it was.
That was Vince Voltaggio that went hard to the goal and gets the Rebels on the board.
I think it was Turner there that the ball went over his head.
See what the Bucks' response is here. Leading by 3. Sanchez, can he keep it? No.
So if you're the Rebels, that's exactly what the doctor ordered for you. Come out here early in the first half and get yourself a goal so that you have a chance to work your way back into this game. And certainly he's going to lift your spirits even if you don't get it, enough goals to tie or win the game. You're trying to win the half right now at least.
Yep. Noah Runnels, the Olivet College product, was the one that served that ball up. Just out of the reach of Ayuk Tambe. And a miscue there by the Bucks. It'll Yazbek with a throw in just down to our right below us. Double team there was the Rebel. Now Tambe.
Yeah, and they've got Tambe playing the point striker role, which is really not his best position.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to be playing from the wing for him to be the most effective. I'm surprised that they've got a little bit that they've got CC out on that flank.
Brings it in the middle now, does Amadou.
I think I might be switching that up, putting CC in the middle and Tambe out wide, because that's where CC's been doing all his damage. And Ayuk is a natural winger.
Gasso played it wide. You mentioned earlier, Gary, in the first half when he checked in number 6. Part of the academy with the Bucks and their program development. Grand Blanc High School product. What a thrill it's got to be for him.
Yeah, and he's had a couple of nice touches late in that first half. So far he's held his own out there. That play is still open, and there it is.
Yeah. Fernley scored on it earlier, and getting a piece of that was Cameron Verona.
That's got to be dealt with at halftime, because that's how the Bucks scored, and you got to put a guy out there at the top of the 18 on the near side so they can't run that play on you.
Corner coming from this side now. Sanchez got out of the traffic.
Go after him right now, one-on-one.
Tambe.
Yeah, there's the foul.
Whistle comes, and yes, the foul.
No, I don't know what, or maybe there was an offsides that I didn't see up over there, but must have.
Yeah, Rebels
so
have it.
Before the foul.
(4-1) Bucks lead. Early goal here in the second half for the Rebels. The foot of Vince Voltaggio.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one touch at the top of the 18 unless you're sure you're going to connect it. Take a touch, see if you can do something either yourself or really make a positive play rather than a bit of a hopeful pass.
You touched on it in the first half, Gary, and being an exhibition, you can sub as much as you want. Cuckoo's back in, 26 for the Bucks. And Proctor's going to check out.
Yeah. I think that might be the first time all season he's been subbed out of a game.
You're right. Well, speaking of which, second on the squad this year with 1,052 minutes played, 4 behind our buddy Harvey Slade at 1,056. Tambe tangled up there a little bit, down low.
Yeah,
what are they going to call?
Got their boot in somebody's laces there.
Cleats got in there and tangled up.
I'm surprised George Proctor is second in minutes to Harvey
By
Slade.
4.
That's how many minutes Harvey was out with an injury at the tail end of the season.
Right.
So he was just loaded with minutes.
Yep.
Better not say that too loudly, or the guys down at Wright State are going to be hearing me. And they didn't want their college guys playing all
those
many minutes.
But we don't want him,
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
We gave Harvey a rest the last week or so of the season.
Yeah.
When he was nursing that.
So good.
That quad.
Out wide to Cisse now. Gives it up. A little bit of space out there to operate. Now Borchek.
Yeah, even when Dylan gets turned in that midfield, he really doesn't find the players quickly. So he's a little bit out of his element in there.
Mm-hmm. Grabbed there by the Rebels. Foul is called.
And to be fair to Andy out there, I mean, some of these guys, I was watching the WhatsApp chat that they have going between the players and everybody, and the guys are putting in bids to play here and there in this exhibition game. So I think Wagstaff is Andy's given a couple of guys their wish, put them in positions where they're not too familiar with.
That's cool. Good to see. Challenge there from Jensen on his counterpart, Runnels. Good job to keep that alive there. Nicely done by Elliot Bentley. It started about an hour and 10 minutes late. 8:45 would have been a 7:35 scheduled start due to some rain and thunderstorm threats. Haven't seen a drop since. Hopefully I didn't just...
Well, all I know is we really needed the rain this, it's been so dry this summer, right?
Yeah, right.
I think I'm growing fins.
Garcia's going to check back in for the Bucks, number 20, along with Micah Sonnenberg, number 18.
Yeah, I watched the movie Waterworld about a month ago, and it was very
living
appropriate.
In it. Yeah. Yeah. Bentley checks out. So does Gasso, the youngster. Part of that academy program. Grand Blanc High School product. Into the box. Cuckoo's there to chip it out. Fortunate bounce. Borchak, can he get around? He does. He's got Garcia. Oh, and Garcia is going to get a chance here. Garcia with the right, steps in and scores. Fernando Garcia with his second of the match, and it's 5-1.
Yeah, good counter there by the Bucks that time. Good ball with the Garcia, beat his guy, and in alone on the keeper. And unfortunately, this defense for the Rebel has let a few balls get in behind him, where the Bucks guys have gone in alone on the goalkeeper, and he's had a rough night. It's a good through ball right there. Avoided the defender with that, and Garcia did a nice job of getting in behind.
Now the Bucks did put up a 7 spot earlier this season. At 5 now, as we have now reached the 62nd minute of the match. Offside called. Called on Mohamed Miri. Bucks go right back to work. Fernley played it away from Miri. Sanchez now. Whistle and the foul called on the Bucks. Capelli is a proud sponsor of USL League 2. Follow Capelli Sport on Twitter for all the latest Capelli Sport information, or on their website at capellisport.com. Cuckoo puts the foot into it. Sanchez down there. Now it's Borchak to Fernley.
Say they got to find the weak side of the field there, and there it is, because Amadou Cici's been wide open out there.
Mm-hmm. He's got it, edge of the box.
Gives a bad ball away there, top of the 18. Maybe that's why they're not passing the ball, because they were expecting a bad ball in return.
Anything's possible, right?
But he has been wide open on that flank for about the last 5-7 minutes.
Yeah.
And they finally found him with a ball and then kind of gave it away, but
he'll pressure it now, but they get it by him, but force the turnover. He helped force it anyways. Now he's got it back. Trying to work it through there.
Oh, it's pinched.
Beautiful job getting through there. Bucks still have it, and then it's sent out. Borchak now to Fernley. Garcia. Sanchez couldn't get it. Sonnenberg now will step up. He'll play it.
Got to go one-on-one here quickly.
Sanchez almost went 1-on-3, but they take it away.
Well, and that's the one criticism I have with Sanchez's game on the flank, is that he needed to do that about 2 seconds earlier. Don't wait, because when you wait, you're going to get the second and the third defender over there. So he ended up having to try beat 3 guys instead of 1.
Get it and go, right?
Yeah, you got to do it right away,
yep,
before the defense gets their cover.
Another opportunity now. Ayuk Tambe.
Yeah, a little bit too much on his part. I mean, he hasn't had that ball in about 6 months, so he really wants to hang on to it.
Right. Cuckoo now trying to get free of the goal scorer for the Rebels there. Vince Voltaggio. Rolled softly to Garcia. Fernley, looked like he was thinking about it. It's back to Garcia. Cisse out on that wide side that Gary's mentioned, now in a little tighter. Puts it in front. And a good stop right there by Verona.
Yeah, he's been a busy man tonight, Verona.
Mm-hmm. Cuckoo up in the air. Cisse, the shield off the defender there. Miri out wide with it. Voltaggio trying to track this ball.
Should be a foul.
None called. Now we get a whistle, and they're calling the offside.
Yeah, I thought he got away with clipping the Bucks player from behind. Just tripped him, clipped his heel. Another bad ball by the Bucks, but they get it back.
Here they come now on the move.
Jensen with a nice through ball. That's his MO.
Tombe steps in, just missed it.
I tell you what, Noah Jensen, he can thread the needle with those passes. That was such a nice ball. Right weight, right in the right spot. And here comes Michael Sly. We haven't seen him this year.
Michael Sly now coming in, take over for Jake Nooner in the goal for the Bucks. And just to follow up your point, 2021, the Horizon League Player of the Year was Jensen. Led the NCAA at 1.5 assists per game.
Yeah, he's an assist machine, that man.
14 in total.
Well, Michael Slide headed off to Oakland University in the fall. And this will be, I believe, his first actions for the Bucks this season.
It is, yes. Gonna get 3 more substitutions coming up for Rebels FC.
For the Rebels, number 5, Ty Sergett. Number 13, Alex Sanasi. And number 14, Brendan Wyland.
Sergett 5 is in. Sprkovsky 13 and Wyland 14 in. And those pink kits for the Rebels complete the substitutions here in the 68th minute. $5-1 Bucks on top. Led 4-0 at the half. Early on in the second half, Vince Voltaggio on a nice setup from Runnels scored, but it's been all Bucks. Garcia's got his second of the match. That came in the 60th minute. Cisse. Nicely done there, deflecting that out.
Oh, it's almost stayed in, hit the corner flag and stayed on the field for a moment, and then the spin of the ball just took it out of bounds. So let's see if the Rebels put a guy out there now. I mean, they've seen that play twice on him. You would
the play to Fernley, right?
Yeah, you would think that they're gonna do something about it.
Yep.
And Matt Fernley's telling Henry to get out of there. That's my spot. And the number 12's going with Henry. Although the 5's over there. Now they're figuring it out. So they've shut that off.
And it comes.
You gotta reload in that box so you come through again.
Borchak tracked it down to Cuckoo. Garcia's there. Got a piece of it with a head. Sent out of harm's way there by Christie. Over the midfield line, just over it.
It's a little bit too far out in front of him for that one. We're going to screen this out of bounds.
Indeed the case.
And we got a goalkeeper substitution coming in now for the Rebels.
Keep me on my toes, Gary. Jordan Glazer is coming in now. Saw Sly come in a couple of minutes ago.
Interesting. Goalkeeper captains. You don't see that often.
Yeah. So Verona, and I mean, we've seen it since the opening kick. He has been busy. He's given up 5, but he has been very busy.
I don't know how many he saved. Probably 10.
Right. So Michael Sly in goal for the Bucks. To our right, to your right as well. And Jordan Glazer, the Saginaw Valley product, down to our left. And on cue, he'll stop this and set things up. Cryer, deflected out of bounds, and a touch off of Voracek. Fernley.
Yeah, that's on the ground. That's a foul.
Goes against the Bucks.
Big ping ball to the opposite side of the field would be on right now. Go from the right back spot to the left back spot in one pass.
Voltaggio set to put his right foot into it. Sly had it, bobbled it.
Oh,
Can he
goodness.
keep it out? No. And it goes in. Put it into his own goal there, Gary. And
Yeah, I don't know what to say, but that's not a great debut.
no, it's not.
He came to catch that, and I don't know how how it got through his hands, but it did, and then he went to knock it out and knocked it right in the back of his net.
Here's a look back.
Yeah, tough one to be your first game to have that happen to you. Yeah, just didn't quite catch it.
So that leads me to a conversation piece. Should there be a statistic for own goals in your mind? Against that player?
What you're saying is that there isn't?
I don't believe there is.
I don't know, to be honest. But certainly it's registered as an own goal on him, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know if they keep stats on it or not.
Yeah. Just mishandled there. Looked like the traffic there with Turner in front.
Yeah, just probably took his eye off
Yep.
him looking at guys around him maybe for a second and lost track of it.
Sergette was in there for Rebels FC along with Owen Turner, and it happens.
The good part about that is in another 40 years he'll be telling his grandkids about it and laughing.
Right.
My first game with the Bucks, and I
Right.
dropped one in the back of my net in the first
Right.
15 minutes. Not so funny now for him, but
Yep.
it will be.
Played ahead. Tombe knocked it down. Santos blows the play dead. Our referee, Jared Santos.
Looks like the Rebels have switched to a two-front here in the second half.
All right.
Unless that's, I might be wrong there. No, they're going back into their one guy in the middle. The guy hanging around up top for a while. I thought they changed. What a great
Sanchez
strike.
Blasting one in.
Oh, my goodness. That ball was ripped. Yeah, we're going to get another look at this. Just didn't get closed down. And then he just kept bringing the ball to the top of the 18, and the defender didn't step up and close it down. So he said, what the heck, I'm going to let it fly.
So Sanchez makes it a 6-2 count. Yes,
that could be a card.
Cisse over there.
He slid, and it was late, and he got the guy. He's lucky he didn't get a card on that one.
Garcia for the Bucks over there. Was working away at it, couldn't get possession of it. Now Cuckoo plays it out of harm's way with two defenders there. Played ahead now, Jensen.
Good switch.
Sanchez. Henry Sanchez. Speed to Burns. Got three pink shirts around him. Peels back and separates.
Side's open.
Cisse, he's been open all night. There he is. From Garcia. In there! And that was Tombe trying to backdoor one there, just missing.
Yeah, the Rebels had three defenders back, and the ball still got past a whole bunch of them and went to Ayuk Tombe at the far post, who volleyed it, and goalkeeper made a good save.
Fernley now. Trying to get around Cryer, and does. Finds Borchak. Dylan ahead for Ayuk Tombe.
Yep, good switch.
Gonna have to hustle, but goes into touch before they can get there. Andy Wagstaff looks like he down below us.
Where the outside back needs to kick Tombe when he goes by him, and kick him in the backside and say, hey, if I'm going to make that 30, 40-yard overlap down that flank and I'm wide open, I would like the ball. Instead, he played it inside, and then we lost it. He just made a 40-yard run for nothing.
Going to get a couple subs back in for the Bucks. Bentley 2 and Gasso 6. Talking with head coach Andy Wagstaff. Fernley slow to get up, but got right back up, did Matt. Tough customer.
Good switch by the Rebels. Not a good ball.
Nope. Good read there by Cisse. Cisse keeps his footing.
Again, why are you calling that
the whistle,
back?
yeah. Yeah.
That's complete advantage.
Yep.
You know, that's one of the calls that I've seen a lot happen this summer, where the referee's just not waited to see what develops before they blow the whistle. And in that one, it was right in front of him. It was clear they were going on the attack. And those are, to me, you're taking the advantage away from the team by blowing the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Free kick's not going to do them as well as an attack right there on a counter moment.
So Fernley and Borchak out, with Turner and Gasso going back in, as I mentioned here, and the night done for Matt and for Dylan. Beautiful goal Fernley scored in the 40th minute. Those two will be done. Proctor already on the bench, taking in the end of this one as we're into the 79th minute and a 4-goal lead for the Bucks. Sonnenberg. Finds Jensen.
Not a good turn by Garcia that time with the outside of the foot. Ball got away from him a little bit.
Back to Gasso. Swings it out wide to Cisse. Tombe. And Garcia to Gasso. Sanchez. One of two blasts from distance tonight for the Bucks. He and Fernley scoring beautiful goals, well struck balls. Gasso. Jensen. They close quickly on Noah. Keeps the foot in the ground. Still got it. Whistle. A little bit late, but they get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you want to call that one at this moment, but they did, so we're going to see a penalty.
So Jensen will get the opportunity here.
Looks like Ayuk Tambe wants to repeat.
He does, yeah. He's going to get in there.
National championship penalty that went to the goalkeeper's left, up high. So we'll see if he does the same shot.
Nearly 2 years ago, it was August 3rd of 19. First game back for Ayuk Tambe, ruptured his Achilles. And here he goes with the right, and he smacks it in.
Opposite side, and it's in. Well, that's nice to see Ayuk Tambe get a goal.
Sure is.
Been here all summer working hard and trying to rehab that Achilles.
Another look at it here, Gary.
Takes it well and puts it right in that corner. Pretty hard driven ball. And the goalkeeper goes the wrong way.
Good to see. I mean, he's done it all. I've seen him in training. He's picking up balls. He's going in the seats. I mean, he filled in for you one night this year.
Yeah, he's done everything. And, you know, now that he's back to playing, I got to pick up the ball. So that's not good. You know,
it's a bad deal for you.
Good for him, though.
Yep. It's great. It's a good young man. 7-2 Bucks in the 82nd minute. First of 5 friendlies the Bucks will play. The next 2 will come in August and 2 in September as well. Foul called here.
Yeah, a little bit of a push that time by Henry as he was dribbling.
Out to midfield. Jensen. Ball's like Velcro on his foot at times, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got a nice touch.
Congested there in the midfield circle, and Sonnenberg plays it out of harm's way. Sent ahead, keeper's out. Tambe wants another one, and he's going to get it. Ayuk Tambe with a pair to increase it to a 6-goal lead for the Bucks, 8-2. That has got to feel so good for him as we look back at how this all unfolded, Gary.
Yeah, it's nice to see, and then he scores one in the run of play, which is nice as well. And the goalkeepers have been put in a lot of those situations tonight where they've been coming out one-on-one with players coming in on them, and that's no fun. So the defense has been a little bit porous for the Rebels tonight.
Yeah. 8-2 into the 85th minute. We hit 90. This one will be a final. Up in the air. Bucks get it forward. Can't get possession and maintain it. Cryer, double team by the Bucks. And that's going to be a foul, no question about it, as Gasso went down there.
Yeah, and there's a lesson there. I don't think if you're the Bucks guys, you want to be dribbling people this time of the game.
Right.
You're up by 6 goals, and you got some frustrated guys out there that have been chasing the ball all night. They might just decide that I'm not going to chase it anymore. I'm just going to give you one.
Mm-hmm. Just inside of the box. Gasso trying to keep it alive. Could not. Rebels played ahead. Long ball. Off the leg. Kept alive.
You got to get the other guys catching up here far side.
Yep. Here comes the Rebels.
Guy wide open on the far side.
Nice move there. Trying to get through. Unable to. And Cuckoo's got it now for the Bucks. Sanchez. Here he goes. Good luck trying to stay with him. He can flat out fly. Foul called here on the Rebels as Sanchez rolling around a little bit, reaching at his left ankle there, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what I said about dribbling at this stage of the game.
Yep, you did.
You learn that as you get older, the hard way.
Henry standing on there as the kick comes and stopped there by Glazer. Coming up on the 88th minute of the match. All Bucks led 4-0 at the halftime break. They put on 4 more here in the second half. It's 8-2 now. Gasso seen quite a bit of action here in the match. The Grand Blanc product taken away by the Rebels. Taken right back away by Fernando Garcia. Strong leg and foot, but he turned it over there. Now the young man, 17 for the Rebels with both their goals. Voltaggio couldn't do anything with it. Now Sanchez with it. Splits the defenders. Sanchez, can he beat 3 of them? And he does! What a goal, Gary!
Yeah, he beat about 3 guys that time, like you said. And I was just about to criticize him from drawing that second defender over there, and as soon as the defender came over there, he split him.
So Sanchez with 2 here in the second half. The 74th from distance made it 6-2. Here's a look, Gary.
Yeah, he waited for the second defender to come and went right in between them. And then beat the other defender, and bang, goal.
I mean, 4 guys there in the end.
Yeah, shot the ball past that 4th guy that was coming in and beat him as well.
Yep. So the Bucks have piled it on here tonight. 9 on the board. We'll come up on the final minute of this one, and a 7-goal bulge for the Bucks. Final minute of the match. Four in the first half, 5 here in the second. Bentley put it in front. Voltaggio will send it out near midfield. Well, we saw a lot of pretty goals tonight, Gary. Saw a lot of.
There's enough balls been going in the back of the net for sure tonight. 11 of them. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't. Might take you a month to see that many goals playing a game every week, right? oftentimes.
You know, there's one thing we're missing tonight, and it's the River Rats. And I'm wondering if the delayed in the start time was like infringed upon their bar time.
Yeah, it might have.
And they're probably in there watching it on the big screen.
Well, we hope so, and appreciate the support. 90 has been played, and that is a final. The Bucks 9, Rebels FC 2. Well, that was decisive.
The Bucks will return for the next exhibition series match on August 14th. For more information and the time, make sure you check out FlintCityBucks.com for more information and for ticket availability.
All right, partner, that'll wrap this one up. Not much more to say, right?
Yeah, nice seeing you again tonight, and we'll see you in a few weeks.
You too, my friend. See you on August the 14th when the Bucks are back at it. They'll get a little bit of a break here. Their next home friendly match here at Atwood Stadium on Saturday, August 14th at 7:30 against Inter Detroit FC right here at Atwood Stadium. Dort Financial Credit Union Member Appreciation Night. All Dort Financial members will get complimentary admission with proof of membership at the gate. So all Bucks tonight, 9-2. And they got it going with Borchak in the 11th minute, Garcia in the 20th, Cisse in the 28th, Matt Fernley in the 40th. And it was 4-0 at halftime. Garcia got him on the board as well, made it 5-1. Sanchez made it 6-2. Ayuk Tambe in his first game with the Bucks in nearly 2 years in the 81st on a penalty kick. Then he scored again in the 84th minute, and Sanchez with a terrific play, splitting 3 defenders to cap things off in the 88th minute in the 9-2 victory. That'll do it for this portion of the broadcast. I'll head down to the pitch, talk with Andy Wagstaff, get some closing thoughts from him. For Gary Parsons, Ben Holden saying thanks for watching. We'll be back with head coach Andy Wagstaff in just a couple of moments.
Do you take this Visa signature card that pays 2% cash back?
I do.
Do you want a checking account that pays 5% interest?
I do.
Live happily ever after with a Boost checking account on a Visa signature card from Dort Financial Credit Union, insured by NCUA.
Mobile Medical Response is Mid and Northern Michigan's premier EMS organization. But what sets us apart? Our 25 years of experience, our state-of-the-art technology, our response-ready ambulances, or is it our people? 600 highly trained EMS professionals and support staff committed to providing the best possible experience for our patients and their loved ones.
I'm glad I was there to help your mother.
Husband,
Son.
father, daughter, I'm glad I'm here to answer your call.
Calling it a day, Carrie?
Oh no, there's more.
Like what?
More reps, more steps. More this, more that. More time to breathe. More hustle, more grind.
There's more to Carrie Underwood.
And I should wrap by midnight.
Impressive.
And there's more to Body Armor Light with natural sweeteners, no sugar added, and only 20 calories.
My grandfather was Bob Gaines. He grew up in the Depression and used the GI Bill and hard work to start our family business, provide the best living he could for his family. He probably didn't envision his grandchildren selling and making jewelry in the store almost 60 years later. I love being part of the ongoing legacy that my grandfather started. Making and selling jewelry isn't just a job for us. It's not just what we do, it's who we are. I'm Wesley Gaines of Gaines Jewelry, Flint's oldest independent jewelry store, and Flint is my town.
Mothers-to-be have one important choice to make, and that's choosing Hurley Medical Center for everything from prenatal care and midwifery to that exciting delivery day. Don't delay your prenatal care. Mothers-to-be are safe at Hurley.
You work overtime to build the life you want. With PFCU Mobile Services, we are where you are, making banking easier and access to loans that will help you reach your financial goals. Stop by or visit us online today.
Atwood Stadium, Andy, a lot of good things in this one. Obviously, you put 9 on the board. You said to me when I came down, a touchdown and a safety. Let's talk first about 21 coming back. I mean, he means so much to the group. Gets not one, but 2 goals. Awesome moment for him.
Yeah, it was brilliant. And what he did at the end there with his second goal is typical Ayuk. You know, he's got that moment in him. You know, and he's hobbling around a little bit out there. You can see it towards the end. He didn't want to come out. But no, it's really good to see him back. He's worked very, very hard the last couple of years to get himself back to being able to play, and the season just ended a little bit too early for him. Otherwise, I think, you know, he might have been able to contribute, you know, with the actual regular season. But he'll be here for the next, you know, 4 friendlies, so we're excited to give him another chance.
That's good. Another young player I wanted to ask you about. He's a little bit younger than Ayuk. Is 6, local kid here. And Gary talked about him on the broadcast and part of the development program. I know that's so important to you to see these young players get in, especially at local.
Yeah, Dom did very, very well tonight. And I'll tell you, it's a big step up in just experience. You know, when you jump in that locker room with these lads, especially with the delay, they must have been having some good fun in there for about an hour. So it's really good that the young lads get that opportunity, and he's definitely one to watch, and he's got a bright future.
Who else caught your eye? I mean, aside from the obvious things, I mean, were there any other guys or any other guy that you really said, wow, he showed me something tonight?
Yeah, I mean, the lads that came in and helped us tonight, Elliot Bentley has played for us before, and I love Elliot. Elliot would have played for us this season, but he's living in Grand Rapids now, so we weren't able to sign him. And then Owen Turner's a local lad. He's actually from England, but he's playing up at Northwood, so he's done well. And Dom, obviously, and yeah, and then obviously getting Ayuk back, and you know, so it was good. But I mean, Henry, you know, Sanchez. I mean, man, like
speed to burn.
If I'm a scout or if I'm an MLS coach or a USL Championship coach, I'm looking at him and saying, man, he's got some magic. So he took a little bit of time to warm up here. 2 or 3 practices where he was not as good as, not even anywhere near where he's playing now. But eventually we give him a little bit of love and give him a chance, and he's been fantastic.
Can anybody else on the club stay with him?
No. I was just talking to George Proctor, and George is like, I don't even know what I would do if I was in a game against him. I'm like, just can't stay with him. And he was one of our bright spots last Friday against Des Moines, which to me is a game that if you can do it at that level, then you've got a chance, you know. So he's a talented kid.
Great. Appreciate this. Congrats on the win and getting 9 on the board. And as we talked about at halftime, this group will be pretty much, this is it for this group. Maybe just a closing thought from you on the group this year you had.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, one of the best experiences I've ever had as a coach. But putting all that aside, just the friendships and how together and how close we've all got as a group is something that I'll take with me. Very, very proud. Just disappointed we didn't get another national championship here in Flint, but we'll come back next year and we'll build the same kind of culture, and we'll have a great group and hopefully give the fans something to be proud of.
Great. Thanks for this as always. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thanks, Ben.
All right, you bet. 9-2 win for the Bucks tonight. Andy Wagstaff joining us as always. Appreciate you watching the broadcast on YouTube. For Gary Parsons, my name is Ben Holden. Thanks to all of our crew who make it all possible, and everybody here with the Flint City Bucks. Until next time on the 14th, have a great rest of your weekend and your week ahead. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the 14th.